Hello and welcome to the channel. So the Orange AD200 Bass Mark III is back in the workshop. Symptoms with it this time is it lights up but no one's at home. So we're going to plug it in and have a bit of a look, and hopefully it'll be a quick fix. Right, we'll switch on. We've got a couple of 150 watt bulbs in there for this amp, and remember this is 200 watt, there's 4 KT88s in this. So we'll see what happens when we turn on. Well, the bulbs flashed up for a second there, and there's absolutely nothing. So I've just got a bit of a hum, but not much of one. Yes. Right, let's get it out its case, and so it's drawing 430 milliamps at the minute. See if we've got any sound through it whatsoever. We'll put the signal generator through it. Whoops, fail. There we go. Right, let's plug it in and see what we get. Not sure if I heard anything or not there. We'll let's switch it off, and we'll open it up, get the chassis out, and then we can do some checks. First thing we check is the preamp tubes. Right, it's got the tube sockets off here, and look at that. So we've got some life going on in there, something going on. Let's get that. Let's get the signal generator going through it. We better be careful as well with the volume on this. So I feel that's cold. Let's just flick the lights out. Well, that's lit. All three of those are lit. All the filaments are working on all the tubes. Sorry, wrong light. But somehow that feels cold. Those two are warm. That one feels cold. So let's that's 12x7. Let's swap that and see if that's the problem. Let's try this Electro Harmonics one here. So pop that in. Well, there we go. It's just a tube. I thought that tube felt cold. Yeah. Well, that one's okay now. Fine. So that must have been something to do with that tube being faulty then. But there we go, that's working, just a tube blown. It looks like one of these cheapy ones there. So yes, it's been put in at some time, but it's all good now. I had a feeling that was going to be a tube, because we did service this amp and we went right through it and really went to town on it. But yes, that's good. There we go. Not much of a video there, but that's how it goes sometimes. So that's just a tube. See if we've got a new tube to go in it. Still got the current limiter on. Amazing the difference. With that tube blown, this amp was drawing 430 milliamps on the bulbs. Now it's drawing 640. And these 250 watt bulbs I've got on there, they're dim, but they are lit. 300 watts current limiting. This thing draws some current. That's at idle, remember. So yes, you can see the beastly size of these transformers. Just look at the other one there. You can see they're massive. It's a very, very powerful amplifier. Well, that's that. That was just a bit of a quick video there. That's probably only lasted 6-7 minutes, if that. But we've demoed this amp before, so I'm not going to demo it again. Right, let's have a look at this then, see if this is a quick fix. I'm feeling that this may not be. So this is a SoundLab powered mixer. We've got 4 channels, master volume, master equalization, reverb, delay, usual deal on these things. And the reason I think this may not be a quick fix is because there was smoke coming out of it, apparently. So just going to fire this up on the current limiter and just going to put a low wattage bulb in to start off. So let's just see. Oh, that's not drawing a lot of current. It's drawing 200 milliamps. There's 178 volts going into it, and I've only got a 15 watt bulb on it. The bulb's lit, but it's dim. Not got a speaker on it for obvious reasons. Right, so what we'll do is we'll whip it out to its case and just have a look round inside. Have you spotted it yet? That's what came out of it, but it's only the aluminium cover. If you look there, you can see the capacitor has let go. Gone with a bit of a bang by the look of it. So yes, this had been stood for a number of years, and the customer plugged it in, and yeah, those caps have let go. 2 more here, bulging on the tops as well. So yeah, they're all over. Have we got one of those? Is that 1000 microfarad? My word, I screwed the oops. Okay, I screwed the plastic up there, look, on that. Let's just get in close. Can you see that? If we can see. Yes. So it's 35 volts. Flick that. It's 35 volts, and I think that could be 1000 microfarad. I'm going to have to get the pliers on that, see if I can straighten it out to see what it is. So at least we know what's wrong with that. So we could argue this is going to be a relatively quick fix. It shouldn't take long to get that board off. We'll change these 2 as well, and this one. Don't know what these 2 are. We'll have to check. The big ones there as well. So yes. And obviously the capacitor would be short, then he should let go, and then the short's obviously then gone off it, and this is why it's still running. Obviously we got no speakers on it. Had we have got speakers on it, we'd probably have a hum through the speakers. Right, so it's 1000 microfarad at 25 volts, but I think it's 25 volts. It's 1000 microfarad for sure, but I think it's 25 volts, not 35. But we've probably got a 35 volt one that would go in it. So what are these two then that are here, that they're also quite bulged on the top there, and they look like they're ready to take flight as well? I was looking, that's 25 volts also. Can't quite see what that is. 1000 microfarad. So 3000 microfarad. In fact, looking at that, oh yeah. Yeah. So they're probably the same type then. So those two are done. That one's done. We've got two more here that look okay. They are at 35 volts and they are 2200 microfarad. So maybe, whoops. So maybe we'll change. Obviously these two have got to go. Well, that one's already gone. But probably change these two as well, and that one. And we've got the big beefy ones on here. Not sure what they are on there. Let's see if we can see. They are 4700 at 63 volts. They are 4700 at 63. Right. So this thing should be quite easy to get apart. I think this board comes out pretty easily by the look of it. Let's see, shall we? That's one out. Don't you dare. That's two out. I bet you can't, so you can. Just seeing if you can see. Just looking through the camera. That's that one, and then there's one at the back, and I can't really get a good look at that one. I might just have to put another light on. Well, there we go. He's definitely vented his spleen. And that's all that's left of it. And the crumpled aluminium cover. Right, I've got a new tester here. This is for testing electrolytic capacitors. It's an ESR tester. It's a peak one, and you can test in circuit with this. So we're going to have a look at some of these capacitors now. More concerned with these big ones, really. If we can get onto them with these. .6 5106 microfarad. That should be 4700. 0.061 ohms. Let's try the other one. .77 ohms. 4623. They're not in bad shape. I'm going to take the others out anyway, but let's try them. So let's go for this one. $2,148 at 3.2. Let's try this one. That one's not bad at all. And this one, these are with the bulging tops on them, with this one. So let's see, that one and that one. $1,736 at 2.8, and that's 1,000 microfarad. So yes, he's not very healthy, is he? Let's try this one. Are we on it? What's going on there? There's nothing coming up. Yeah, those two have had it. They're 1,000 microfarad. So yeah, they've had it. So we've got some 1,000 microfarad at 35 volts here. $917 at 0.14. That's acceptable. Pretty good. No problem with that. And this one is 914 0.16, so that one's good. And then we've got another one here. And that's 908 at 0.16. And then we've got some 2,200s at 63 volts to replace these ones. Hang on a minute. Sorry, I've bought 220s in instead of 2,200. Duh. I wondered why that didn't work. What's the one? The 470, that one. So yes, that's bought those in by mistake. As I looked at that, I thought that doesn't read right. Right, so I've took one of those 2,200 at 35 out because I've not got any 2,200s, and I've just tested that, and that'll do for me. That's perfect. So that can go back in. There's just no point changing that. Probably find what we changed it for probably won't have as good as ESR as that one has. So I thought I'd just test that out of circuit as we tested it in circuit. So that can go back. Right, I've got the board back in now, and I think these will be fine, these two. Those two are perfect, absolutely bang on. Changed 4 capacitors, 2 there, 1 there, 2,000s, another 1,000, and a 470. The 470 was probably okay. The 2,200s are perfect. These two are okay. They'll suffice. They're okay. Right, we're going to power it up. So let's switch on. Yeah, bulb went bright and dim. Yeah, drawing 200 milliamps as before. I think I had a relay click in there. So that's sounding pretty good. Probably be okay if the relay's clicked in. Probably be okay anyway. But we're going to test it before we plug it into a speaker, because we don't want to find that it's burnt the speaker out when we plug it in. So let's just put this. We won't have a. If we're looking for DC, so I think 20 volts will be plenty. Probably 2 volts would be enough. So what we'll do, we'll just pop that on there, and we'll just go across the go to 2 volts. No, there's nothing on there, so that all looks good. So I think we can plug the speakers in. We'll switch off before we do it. Right, I've got the speaker in. Let's get the signal generator on and see if we've got any signal. There could be other problems with this, of course. Switch. And there we go. We're on. We're away. The relay has kicked in and we're powered up. Seems to be a fix. I don't know where the master volume is. Master level. There we go. And that's running really nice. No issues. Right, let's just go up on the bulbs. Take the 50 out and we'll put a 60 in with it now. So we've got 85 watts of bulbs. That's giving us 229 volts. Even these aren't, even the knobs have got no dust in them, and it's been stood for years, this amp. What's that? Well, master low. So that all seems to be working well. Just some dodgy capacitors there, and one of them had decided to launch itself into eternity. But that all seems to be running. We're on the night shift again, by the way. We've just done the orange on the night shift, and then we've just dropped this on the night shift. I did have a bit of a look at a Roland Cube as well, which also was a quick fix. So, and this has been relatively a quick fix, really. It's not took us too long to do this, which is good, because I've got these 3 amps out of the way, and I can get back onto the restorations tomorrow. And we're working on the Masco at the moment, so we're getting there with that. The Masco MA17. But yes, that's looking all good. I think we can call that a wrap. Running perfectly well, that. And the third amplifier for the night shift is this Custom Sound 1204 Bingo Caller's Delight. So this is shop stock, so we're going to have a look at this as well, and we're just going to plug it right in. Just get the right bulb in there, and we need a speaker and then a power lead. Right, before we plug the speaker in, we'll just check just to see if there's any DC volts. Bulb's lit but dim, 132 volts going in, so the bulb's pinning it down. Let's have a look what we've got. No, nothing there, so we're all good. Eyes down for your first line. Don't know whether most of you in the States will get that, but in the working men's clubs in this country, we always have games of bingo in the working men's clubs. When you actually play in the clubs, there'll be an interval for bingo, and you just get the bingo caller using some cheap PA like this, and he'll have the reverb on cranked up, and it'll all be distorted, and yeah, it's lovely. And we have to sit there silent while they're playing bingo. And what you must never do if you're playing at that venue is buy a ticket and win the bingo, or you may never get out alive. And usually when you're packing up, there's several rotund housewives, complete with bingo wings, waiting to knock 7 bells out of you for taking the winnings. It's a very vicious sport, is bingo, in my experience. Anyway, enough of that waffle. So it looks like we've got a few pots that just need a bit of attention. Right, looking inside this amp, and if you look at the 8-pin ICs there, you can see every one of them's been put in a seat rather than soldered into the board. Makes it very easy to service this. These things are prone to blowing. Someone puts too much swage into the input and these pop, and yeah, that's quite well made. That saves a lot of time. No need to take the, well, you could tip it upside down and do it, but it's still awkward, keep soldering them out. So that's really good. That impressive. Normally if I swap those, I tend to put a seat in there, and then obviously, but all of these have been done. There's a date on there, and I think that says 1985. I think it's in pen, very posh handwriting. 1985. So we've got a couple of capacitors here. Just probably a little bit of gumption on those. Gumption, 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 gumption. Probably not a lot in them, but we'll discharge them first with this rather large resistor. So the ASR is good, but that one has risen quite a bit. So they're borderline. I mean, they work okay because we've had the thing running and it's silent, but they are getting a bit tired. And they will, they're 40 years old, so they've done well. So we may need a couple of those. The thing with this PA is it is again, it's a budget amp. So, you know, really we're going to only replace the things that need replacing. I'm not going to do a massive recap on this. It just isn't worth it. It is what it is. You know, somebody's going to buy this as a cheap budget PA just for whatever bingo, discos, whatever, or maybe for a church or something. 126.6 microfarad, 0.33 ohms. So I'm guessing that's 100 microfarad at that. And I can't see what's on it without going in with the eyeglass because it's a bit small, but yes. So yeah, not massively sick, but it's just that one really. Even the other one, it's a little bit over, but that one's a long way over. So we may need a set of those, but we don't have those in stock. Pots need cleaning, but that's no big deal. And while we've got this, we can get to those quite easy and clean those. So we'll get those cleaned. A little bit dusty inside, but not too bad. So it runs okay, but I think maybe we need just to change those. It's not a big job to change those, is it? And I may just change that one as well while I'm, you know, it's pretty easy to change those. It's only another 5 minutes to whip those out and swap them. I've probably got those in stock anyway. Just these two I haven't. So this drill, I bought this drill off Temu. I think it was about £15, and I haven't charged it up for 2 months. It's got this. It came free with this infinity battery. It's just unbelievable, and it just keeps going. I think the chuck will wear out before the battery goes flat. I think I charged it up once when it arrived, and it's that long since I charged it up. I don't even know where the battery charger is. I keep thinking this is going to conk out in a minute, and I've done loads of work with it, but yeah, I mean, it's not, you know, it's not a DeWalt, and but for these sort of tasks, a bit of drilling through thin metal and taking the bolts out of these amps, it's great. Right, I've got the caps in, and I've got the caps in here as well. So we've got the pots clean, and we'll fire this up and just have a bit of a look now. Check the reverb. Oh, he's a bit swagey. There we go. It's like sonar. So that works. Let's go on to the next channel. He's sonaring as well. That's good. Go on to the next one. Let's he's good. Yes. And we'll go to the last one. Ooh, it's good. All good. Right, I'll clean all the sockets and we'll call that a wrap. I'm not going to film cleaning the sockets. There's 50 million videos on YouTube of people cleaning sockets. So there we go. So three quick repairs there. The Orange AD200 bass amp, which is a very, very nice amp. The SoundLab PA, which had vented its spleen with a few capacitors. And the Bingo Caller's Delight just needed a couple of caps and a clean up. So that'll do it for this one. I'm not really going to demo the PAs, and we've demoed the Orange before. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to have a listen to the Orange amp or even watch the repair video. So I'll leave a link in the description and you can have a look at that. So that'll do it for this one. I'm just going to clean these sockets and this will be cased up and gone. So thanks for watching. You all take care and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye for now.